the way. Oh, yeah. And that little noise reminds you that you can also watch me on YouTube. All the podcast episodes for the Sarah Fraser Show are now on YouTube, but usually like a few days later. So, the podcast is where it's at. Podcast is where it's at. Be sure to be subscribing everywhere you get your pods. So we're coming off a huge weekend because Christine Woolley, formerly Christine Brown, is officially married to David Woolley. Massive wedding in Moab, Utah. I can go out to Utah. I haven't been to that state. Isn't that crazy? Isn't it amazing we live in America and then like most of your life, you don't even go to all the states in America? Now, I do know it's a massive country. I mean, yes, Sarah, there is that. But still, it's like, God, I've lived like 41 years. Why the hell haven't I gotten to Utah? But anyhow, I got to go to Moab. Absolutely stunning, the pictures that are coming out of her wedding. If you want to, I'm going to do a full Christine Woolley wedding recap this Wednesday on the podcast when I do my TLC talk. A lot coming out about it. Trying to get confirmation if Mary Brown was invited, but her brother just passed away just right before Christine Woolley's wedding. So was she invited but didn't attend because of the brother? Was she not invited? I tend to believe she wasn't invited. The only sister wife that was there was Christine Brown, but which kids were there? Were there some other famous celebs there? I'll tell you about the wedding planner, how he's connected to some other famous celebrities, including Vanderpump Rules. A lot of details. So that's going to be Wednesday. Last night, though, was season 18, episode 8. The writing is on the wall of Sister Wives. Ooh. God, it's getting good. It's getting good. I told you last week I thought it was boring. This week was fire. This week, and the tease for episode 9, we are getting to the bottom of the emotions of these individuals, what they're thinking, where this show is headed, in my opinion. We're getting to their true feelings, and it's really good. I was very, very critical of Sister Wives at the beginning of this season because it is the #1 show. I say this all the time on Sunday nights for women everywhere in this country, every age demographic. And the production was so bad at the beginning, and we were so far behind the storyline because we already knew that Christine had left, was now engaged and planning a wedding. Mary had pieced out. She was on a mission. Like, she's like listening to every Mel Robbins podcast there ever was. Janelle's toast. Although I do kind of wonder if Janelle and Kody are secretly still dating in a way. I'll get into that later. But it has really come around. And the production value was shit at the beginning. I mean, a lot of it was being filmed on their cell phones for a #1 show. The sound was terrible. They were like dubbing in the, what they were saying underneath. I'm like, really? A #1 show. But now they've stepped it up. Production looks great. They look good. And we're getting to actual real emotions instead of the fluff. We're getting caught up. I do not like the title of last night's episode, The Writing's on the Wall. How about putting her out to pasture, with Mary? How about no more horsing around for the new wedding ring that Kody is rocking? Did you like that one? How about rebound sex? Okay. Janelle and Kody going on a date. They got to come up with some better titles for these episodes. I'll tell you why. But last night was damn good. So last night, 2 major storylines happened. Actually, three major storylines. The first one, Mary tells Kody that she is moving back to her family bed and breakfast. She's going to be spending most of her time back in Utah, and she will not be coming to Arizona. And Cody's like, good on you, Mary. Doesn't affect me. Peace out. And in fact, I've got a Barndominium that I want to build because you're so indecisive. I don't believe you that you're really leaving. You've been doing this for 30 years. By the way, I don't like you. I'm not interested in you. I'm not attracted to you. I don't give a rip what you do. But I'm building a Barndominium out on Coyote Pass where I'm going to keep all my man toys. And then above it, I'm going to have a little studio apartment or a 1-bedroom apartment. It'll have a kitchen. It'll have a bath. It'll have running water. And why don't you live there, Mary? I'm going to turn you out to pasture in the Barndominium. The fact that these women, how are these women not throwing tables like Teresa Giudice on this man and glasses of wine and shattering glasses like Rinna did on Kim Richards with this man? Mary, I want to put you in the Barndominium where below I store my dune buggy. Of course, he's a gun dealer, and all my, World War II guns. Well, he didn't say that. They leave that part out, but that's just like in real life. Oh my God. That episode was epic. But I'll tell you what, that was the big scene. The second one is Christine and Janelle's kids are moving in together. Gwendolyn, who we now know, of course, married her wife. But Gwendolyn moving in with Garrison and Gabe, that was big. A lot of people are saying that's the spinoff we want. Because they, Garrison, Gabe, and Gwendolyn all have different political views, is what they were insinuating. I'm assuming, like, maybe, obviously, I think Gwen is probably pretty liberal. Maybe the boys feel differently. Yeah, great. Hello. Welcome to, like, everybody's family. That would be a good show. Let's have people with disagreeing views live and coexist together. Terrific. We need that show. A lot of people are here for that. They want a side show of the three siblings living together, attending college, and coming out of a cult. I'm here for that too. That was another big scene. And then the third scene was Janelle going out on a date. I know everybody is Team Janelle. I know y'all are Team Janelle and Team Christine. And I do believe, I have apologized for this every episode, every show, every damn podcast. I do think that Christine and Janelle may be being tested for a spinoff. Maybe. I mean, I do think the producers of this Sister Wives have a really tough decision on their hands. I don't know how to keep this moving forward or not, because it was very clear last night. Kody wants to be in a monogamous, committed relationship to Rob Dog. But at the end, Janelle saying there's no hope for Kody and me, but I'm going to go out on a date with him for my birthday because I don't want to be alone. And I'm going to go to Mariposa, which means butterfly, to one of the best restaurants in all of Arizona. But I'm not really interested in him, but I'm still sort of making out with him and having sex with him. But we have no future. We'll never spend holidays together. Girl, what? I mean, aren't these people like teenagers at some point? I mean, have we not all had that girlfriend with the toxic man? We're like, don't answer the phone. Don't answer the phone. And like a moth to a flame, she answers the fucking phone and she's still fooling around with him years later. And he's a time waster. Come on, Janelle. All right. So let's go back because the show opens with Mary talking to Robin and Kody. Now, what was significant, aside from Kody has taken off his wedding band that, they all used to wear, all 5 of them had a wedding ring that was the same. He's taken that off, replaced it with a horse ring. I saw online people looking for that ring, and I think it's something like $2,300. A lot of people are like, how can they afford that? But they can't pay off Coyote Pass. I don't know. I'm not in the middle of their finances. Okay. It's a ring. He said, don't read too much into it. All right, Code Dog. Anyhow, that scene is significant because it's one of the first times. Now we've seen Kody and Robin on camera together at Mary's rental, right? But a lot of people feel like it's the closest thing we've ever got to them sort of like in a confessional. A lot of people wanted that. Why have Kody and Robin, where they are always contradicting themselves and they're always in those confessionals, why are Kody and Robin never together? Which over the years, some of the Sister Wives have sat together, Christine and Janelle. So a lot of people were like, "Ooh, big moment." It was camera, it was the longest that Robin and Kody had been together on camera. And in that scene, Mary tells Kody that she is basically going back to Utah to spend time in her family's, bed and breakfast, and she's going to live there. And, Kody can't really figure out where are you going to stay there. And then she's also sort of half like, but I'm still going to have a place in Arizona. And, people were like, I was like, what the F is Kody talking about when he and Robin can't find solace in fucking each other? And a lot of people last night, because I always say every episode, there's a clear winner, right? Last night, overwhelmingly online, people are saying that Kody saying that he has never been allowed to find solace in Robin and be with her, just the two of them, was like the realest, truest that he has ever been. They also are using that line online to circulate again why some people feel that this show should be canceled. He wants to live monogamous life now. He's madly in love with Robin. A lot of people felt like last night was like the closest he's ever come to just confessing that it's Robin and not the other women. And, that they should just live a monogamous life, and that really there's nothing wrong with Kody loving just Robin. It's just that he's strung along the other women, which is what's terrible. Robin was obviously heartbroken last night that Kody didn't give Mary any hope. A lot of people feel that Robin is absolutely delusional. How come Robin keeps trying to give a shred of hope to Mary when Kody wants nothing to do with her? Oh my God. It is kind of odd, because it's true. It's like Robin's sort of more in love with these wives, even though Christine and Janelle are like, look, this bitch took this man. She doesn't want to share him. She doesn't encourage him to go see the other sister wives. But Robin certainly loves the concept of polygamy. It was crazy the moment in that scene where Kody doesn't want pressure to see Mary from Robin. And he's like, he's almost even saying too, like, if I get pressure from Robin, that could be a deal breaker in our relationship. I don't want that. My relationship with Robin is great. I'm not looking for any pressure from her. I did think that last night, again, I do think that we're going to see potentially the test of a Janelle Christine spinoff. They now want to buy homes together in North Carolina, which is where one of Janelle's kids live and grandchildren. I love it. Plastering and polygamy. Did you see it? Those two going around the country, like buying and restoring homes, talking about polygamy and exiting a cult. Be so good. That scene was great with the siblings. A lot of people want that to be a whole sideshow. But I do think there was a clear winner last night. And I actually do agree with some people on the internet. I think it was Kody. I think it was the truest that Kody ever was. I mean, he is like, people want more Kody truths, Kodyisms. And it was really good. All the lines he had, just, about Mary, putting her out to pasture in that barn. It's sad that Mary can't get it though, right? I mean, it's really sad that Mary doesn't get it. Or maybe she does, but it's just hard to really walk away after 2 decades. He's not interested in her at all. Mary had this moment too, where she's like, you know what? Like, yeah, I'm going to have multiple homes. Like polygamy men have multiple homes. Like they go from home to home with other women. People were like, yeah, go Mary. Speak up against like the polygamy world. Go for it, girl. They've all had it. And it's really, really epic. And it was really, really good on last night's show. But I was actually surprised at how many people were like, we actually saw less delusion from Kody and more truth last night than we've ever seen. I was like, okay, wow. And, watching that episode, I do think, Kody is so, he's so delusional that it's comical. I almost don't want, he's such a great TV character. I don't want him to go away. I don't want this show to be canceled because who else? Name one other person, one other, guy, narcissistic man on reality TV that's willing to just be the punching bag and be out there over and over and doesn't see himself like the way that the audience does. I don't want him to go away. Hell no. All right. Before we get into Kody and Janelle's date, and I'll talk about what's coming up on episode 9, because damn, the tease was good. I got to thank Dame. You guys, you know what? Kody, Robin, all these people could use, and maybe it was the sex toys that led them all to exit. God, I wish I should have sent Janelle a gift basket from Dame. Maybe Christine, there's probably still time to send her a wedding one. Look, Dame.com is known for their awesome sex toys. That's what I'm getting at. Okay. That was a real ramble, but Dame.com, go there and buy your love toys. They're exceptional. Numerous hundreds, thousands of 5-star ratings. Don't believe me. I always tell people, go and do your own research, because every company I work with, I love. I actually use the products. I'm obsessed with Dame vibrators. The battery life is awesome. They're beautifully made. They come in awesome periwinkle blue colors. They're beautiful. They're so pretty. You could put them on a bookshelf. However, I don't recommend it because your mother-in-law will come over and start using it as a neck massager when y'all have been using it as a double-sided vibe. Okay? Dame.com, use the promo code TSFS at checkout and get yourself 15% off. Best sex toys on the market. They have awesome massage candles they're known for. Their lubes are terrific. People absolutely love their lubes. They say they're very gentle on the body. They don't have an allergic reaction. Hello. Yes, you need it. Go to dame.com and use promo code TSFS at checkout to get 15% off. Also, Horizon Fibroids. Ladies, so many of you listening to this podcast have fibroids. In fact, 80% of women will have a fibroid by the age of 50. Some women have fibroids so badly, they're getting iron injections monthly or they're getting blood transfusions. Why are they doing that? They're doing that because they don't want to have a hysterectomy. And lots of times your OBGYN, we love our OBs, will tell you the only way to get rid of fibroids is a hysterectomy. Don't do that. Go and see Dr. Will Neem. He has 3 locations in Maryland, Rockville, Germantown, and Rockville, Gaithersburg, and Frederick, Maryland. HorizonFibroids.com. They accept almost all insurance. He is known for uterine fibroid embolization, a very safe, low downtime surgical procedure that's been around for more than 2 decades. Call him before you get a hysterectomy at HorizonFibroids.com. He sees out-of-state patients as well. The other big thing that people were talking about is the date last night. I love Janelle, but I'm more confused. I'm like Christine. When Christine rolled her eyes that Janelle was going to go out on a date with Kody for her birthday. You know, it's like, it is so confusing because Janelle makes it sound like it is completely over between she and Kody. She literally states, I don't see us ever spending another holiday together. And then she's like, oh, well, Kody asked me out on a date for my birthday and I don't want to be alone. So I'm going to go. Girl, what? I'm more confused than Mary's situation. All right. Where Cody's like, really, Mary? You can't make up your mind. You haven't made up your mind in 30 years. You're going to now? Okay. Well, Janelle's the same way. I am with Christine on that. Okay. They go out on a date. They go to Mariposa, hardest restaurant to get a reservation in. Kody lets us know that he got a reservation and Janelle couldn't. They get in the car. They're flirty. She's playing with her hair. She's flicking her hair back. They're in the Lexus convertible. Top is up. She's like looking out the window, side profile. And Cody's like, yeah, I'm with my woman again. This feels good. We're going to go out. We're going to work on things. And the entire time, then they shut the cameras off. Why? After a decade, Janelle goes, oh, well, the cameras can be intrusive. Okay, well, we want to see like the real shit. That's why you're putting yourself on reality TV. This is the part I don't appreciate about the show. It's getting a little to the point where the prisoners are running the asylum. Weird analogy, I know. But like, I understand probably Mariposa being a high-end restaurant. Probably they don't want cameras in the restaurant because of their other patrons. Okay, it's not like the Mexican restaurant in Flagstaff that like they all can go there and use the bathroom every day. But we should see more of the before and after the date. Did they hook up? Did they have sex? Kind of sounds like it. Sounds like they were fucking at one point. But then Janelle goes, at the end of the date, I put my hand in his hand. And then I thought, no, this feels weird. Okay, so you use the man for a free dinner, basically. You use the man for a free dinner, and we're giving Kody all the shit? Take yourself out. Go get on a dating website like Christine. But I do have to say, last night, I thought good for them for getting to the good stuff. And the tease for episode 9 was incredible. It's the first time Christine that I've heard, at least on this season, Christine goes, teasing coming up for episode 9. Did I hurt these kids by being in a plural marriage? Yeah, you probably did. You probably did. Because there's just no way anybody can take care of multiple families and spend equal amount of time. There's no way. Which is why Christine goes, Janelle's kids are closer to Kody than mine. Mine are used to Kody being removed from us for a long time. Leon, apparently he doesn't have a relationship with because he doesn't support trans individuals. And, obviously we know where he stands with Robin and the kids that he's had with Robin and then Robin's children from another relationship. But I thought, good, we're getting to, did plural marriage hurt the kids? Yes. I want to see more of that. And we are going to see more of that. We're going to get to more of the bottom of that, more drama with Janelle and Kody. So I loved the tease coming up for episode 9. I think it's going to be so good. Like I said, I do think the winner last night was Kody. Even though people don't like Kody, I think that we actually got real truth from Kody. Now, I do agree with people that, again, he's still he and Mary do this dance where, Mary, like neither one of them can really pull the trigger and just end it. But at some point, we're obviously going to see that they do, for sure. But I do think we're getting into the good stuff, and I do think we're going to get to a turning point. I am hearing that we're going to see part of Christine's wedding in the finale, but I do have to say, I think that wedding was so big. I feel like we're going to get an entire, probably Christine Woolley special. I'm now beginning to think we're probably not going to get a lot of it for the finale because I just think it was so big, so elaborate, 333 guests. I think it's getting its own spinoff. But what a big episode last night. A lot of great storylines, a lot of emotion. Really, really good. So, at the Sarah Fraser Show on TikTok, if you want to see some of the spoilers from Christine Woolley's wedding, everything I know so far is up there. You can go to my Reddit, reddit.r/the Sarah Fraser Show. Weigh in on Sister Wives, where you think this season is headed, with Kody and Robin. And who do you think the clear winner was last night? I think it was the Codester. All right. Bye, everybody.